Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Cockers, it's Monday night. Welcome to the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz. I'm Dickie. I'm your quizmaster for this Monday evening. It's fantastic that you've joined us. Do you want to do some quizzing? I think you do. You're going to need four things if you're going to join us tonight. You're going to need a pen, paper, you're going to need a drink and some nibbles. If you're playing along at home, if you're one of the legions of Monday night quizzes, stick your name in there. If there's a couple of you playing, stick your team name in as well. If you want to get your friends, colleagues, or indeed enemies playing along with you, at them on your social network. If you can, stick their names in and go, there's a dead good quiz taking place with Lancashire Hotpots and it's happening right now. So you maybe get them to do that and they can join in the fun. That's going to take you absolutely ages to do that. So this gives me an opportunity to speak to some Lancashire Hotpots. First off of which is Bernard. Bernard, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I don't know who you think you are. Dickie Ticker coming on here every week asking who we are, where we're from, what we're doing. Why don't I turn that question round and say, Dickie, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi there, my name's Dickie and I'm from Lancashire. This feels very odd. It really does feel very odd.
And thank you for joining us, Dickie. And what have you got to cleanse your palate and indeed fill your belly?
Well, I've got with me this evening, I've got a Tiny Rebel Shakedown.
Wow.
Get that for the camera there. It's a Mango Vermont IPA, 4.5%.
Yeah.
Very fruity, very hoppy.
Nice.
And on the nibble scales, I've been to the old, got myself some hummus bites.
Ooh, yeah.
Which are very crunchy, very crispy.
They taste like hummus, or are you meant to have them with hummus?
I think they're actually, I would go so far as to say they're called chickpea bites. Because they're not made out of hummus. It's just that hummus is made out of chickpeas. They are.
Chickpeas, yeah.
Doing a little bit more flavour, but very good for soaking up the liquid. And that's what I'm on tonight.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Bernard.
No problem. And next then, we move to a fella called Bob. Bob, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, everybody. My name's Bob and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay!
And you look very comfortable, Bob. So what are you doing to please your mouth in your comfortable state?
So I've got a couple of things. I've got a can of, not Punk IPA, Double Punk.
Oh, fantastic.
Active can, 8.2%.
8.2 on the Richter. It's a good job you're lying down.
After that. And on the nibbles, I'm getting in the festive mood. I have got, check these out, Pigs in Blanket flavour peanuts.
Oh,
nice. Very good. Very good. And is the flavouring just on the coating? Is it like a crunchy?
No. In fact, I'm going to hashtag crack the bag.
Hashtag crack the bag, indeed.
They're not peanuts, they're coated peanuts. So let's just...
Crispy.
Oh.
On the outside.
Not very much on the nose, but they're
there they are, yeah.
Pig in Blanket, what's that like bacon and sausage?
I'm expecting salt.
It's a bit bacony. Just a bit bacony. I wouldn't say it's Pig in Blanket, but...
They've rebadged them, you fool.
Unfortunately, with that sort of description, you're boring the viewer. Let's move on. Let's move on to our next person. Kenny. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I do, cockers. Can anybody hear? I'm from Lancashire. Thank you.
So what have you got to excite your face?
Well, I'm getting to the bottom of the Siren Craft box that I ordered recently. I said box, there was 3 boxes, so there was quite a lot. So it took me a number of weeks to get to the bottom of that order. But I've got one here that sounds interesting. It's a Heart of Ice modern lager.
Ooh, what qualifies a lager to be modern, Kenny?
So it says, with some very rare tank space in the brewery, it would have been remiss of us not to take advantage with a beautifully matured lager all Bavarian hops and carefully selected malts combine in this crystal clean, crisp beer. It's a drink to be savoured, finishing with a light hoppy flourish. And this one is on the scale is 4.5%.
Sensible.
Looks a little bit like this in my little fancy siren glass.
That's very steady for you. What a quiz night.
Yeah. I just thought it sounded quite interesting. So, yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Does it live up to the blurb? Because that was quite wordy.
Yeah, it's got quite a soft, smooth, almost sweet flavour to it. So, like, you get your cheap lagers, and they're a little not harsh, but you know what I mean. You know they're not a quality item, really. This is quite smooth and a little bit sweet.
Refined is the word.
Yeah, nice little beer, that.
Okay, so thank you for that. Some of the Hot Potters and indeed the Hot Pot audiences might be thinking, why has Bernard done the introductions? Well, that's because this week...
Kenny's snack.
Oh, sorry, Kenny. Let's do your snack first.
You may remember when I did my Soundcraft order, I ordered some of the beer nuts you can get on their website. I've had the normal kind of salty ones, and I've had the masala curry. I've now got the jalapeno.
Oh, they'll see you. They'll see you right.
Have
they got the crunchy outing like Bob's?
Yeah, a little crunchy shell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a zing to them.
Would it be an opportune moment, Bernard, to ask you what you're drinking, your nibbles, is going to be this evening?
Well, I'm a little bit embarrassed by it all. But whilst being embarrassed, I'm quite proud at the same time. Snack-wise, massive bag of Bobby's cheese curls.
Pick up the Bobbies! Pick up the Bobbies!
Nice.
Let me just show you one of those. Look at that. That's what you want. It's
solid.
Orange. It's cheesy. It's slightly bent.
What's the grammage on the back?
Grammage on the pound back is...
I say 100 grams.
Well, but they're not very dense. It's only 75 grams.
What? Say what?
But if you look inside, it's not all the way. It's not all the way to the top. So
There's a fair few though, and a packet of Watsits would cost you like 80p in Tesco's.
Exactly. And going to shop this week for quiz, I thought I've been a bit binary with my booze choices, cider and this and a bit of BrewDog and that. So I thought this week I would try and outrage the Hot Potters out there. So I've got a massive bottle of hooch.
Going back to the old school.
Which is basically just lemonade. So, ta-ra!
All you need now is some Lynx Africa and you can pretend you're 15 again.
Hooch and cheese curls. I am living the dream.
And you're also you're taking a different role in the quiz this evening.
Yes. So as I was explaining,
Really?
some of you Hot Potters and the Hot Pots indeed, a little bit of a twist this week, as I will be your quiz master.
Wow.
Oh, can you only imagine what the questions are going to be? That's right. Everyone is about Rocket from the Crypt. So
So you're not only the quiz master, but you've compiled the quiz questions as well.
yeah, I've done everything myself. I sent a message to Dickie to say, get your pens, paper, nibbles, and drink at the ready, because I'm driving this baby. Yeah.
I hope you've got a tiebreaker. Well, let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on.
Take one up on top of your head.
Have you got one?
I've got one, yeah.
All right. Well,
What if Dickie's in the tiebreaker?
I don't.
Yeah,
no, I
that's it.
didn't. I didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay then.
you'll
So,
start proceedings.
Hot Potters at home, are you ready to do some quizzing? Hot Pots, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get quizzing. Question 1, as we know, is music. It's a little true or false question for you. The Doobie Brothers, who are the hit makers of such tracks as Long Train Running and What a Fool Believes. But did the Doobie Brothers actually contain any brothers? Is that true or is it false? The Doobie Brothers had actual brothers in the band. Is that true or is it false?
So let's just see the clear. The question is, the statement is the Doobie Brothers did have brothers in the combo. Is that true or false?
Is that true or is that false?
Okay.
This next question, question 2, which is films. Thankfully, I'm not taking part in this. Was for Ron. He couldn't be bothered turning up. So, in what year was the original Ghostbusters set in? Not filmed in.
Oh.
What year was the original Ghostbusters set in?
Could be a trick question, this.
Why would I do that to you? I'm not clever enough to do trick questions. So what year was the original Ghostbusters? That's Ghostbusters 1. What year was that set in?
I'm just
Is that true or is that false?
I'm just about to write 1880 something, and I'm like, that's not true.
Okay. Question.
You're getting confused with historical Ghostbusters there, Bob.
Indeed. Question 3 then. Eggs, sausage, chips and beans. And this week, it's chips. Now, we all know that Americans call chips French fries. But what do people from Belgium call them? Is it A, chips, B, French fries, or is it C, Belgian fries?
Oh.
So what do people from Belgium call French fries? Is it A, chips, B, French fries, or is it C, Belgian fries? You decide.
Can I just say these are very good questions, Bernard?
I was just about to ask, how would you rate questions so far?
You must
Just as
I also don't think question 3 is specifically correct, but we'll discuss later in the answers.
I've done much Googling today, and just to let the you and the people at home is there are 2 true or false questions tonight, 5 multiple choice, and 3 general quiz questions. So I've really mixed it up.
Those are the questions on the board. I'm enjoying this. I'm trying
to keep it fresh. Well, Dickie, to be perfectly honest, if you don't win tonight, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. You should be, as the quizmaster, you should be the king of quizzing.
Is that because you created all the questions for him?
No, it's because he sent me the questions before I read them. Question 4 then. Bitter, lager, cider, ale and stout. And tonight, the question is about cider. But what year do you think was the first recorded source of income from cider presses in the Royal Charter? So when did people first start recording income from making cider? Was it A, 1230, B, 1330, or C, 1430? So when did people start making money from getting people off the biff on apples? Was it 12, 13 or 1430?
Keep it light, Bernard, keep it light.
A lot of scribbling going down. It's good. Question 5 then, as we know, is crisps. And what percentage of your recommended daily salt intake does a 32.5% grab of Walker's cheese and onion give you? So what percentage of your daily salt intake does a bag of cheese and onion contain? Is it A, 3%, B, 7%, or C, 12%? Just how much salt is in your regular bag of cheese and onion? Is it A, 3%, B, 7%, or C, 12%?
A good job that I haven't got a bag of Walker's cheese and onion crisps for my snacks.
Well, what I did there was, in my research for the questions, I was originally going to go for how much salt was in a salt and vinegar, but then I just mixed it up and went for the cheese and onion thing. Right. Question 6 then. It's a question about the Lancashire Hotpots.
Now, I'm definitely going to get this one right.
Okay.
How did you have any knowledge to write a question such as this, Bernard?
I've just had a very long day. Okay then, question 6 about the Lancashire Hotpots. What is Bernard Thresher's middle name? Question 6 about the Lancashire Hotpots. What is Bernard Thresher's middle name?
You haven't got a middle name, have you?
Well, that's the
Yes,
question,
now.
isn't it? That's the question.
I know Billy's.
Yeah.
James.
I know mine as well.
I haven't got a
So-
middle name.
What is
I haven't had
Bernard
a-
Thresher's middle name? Question
I
6.
A middle name up until now. Maybe I should just make one up.
You can't go around making up names, Bob. that'd be ridiculous.
All right, a nice easy one then. Question 7 for all you Hotpot fans out there, which is We Love the North. And question 7 is, what is the nickname of Preston North End Football Club? Ooh. A team that we did a remix of Chippy Tea for. What is the nickname of Preston North End Football Club? It was named in the track that we did for them.
Oh, all right. Excuse me while I just go.
Yeah, you're giving clues away there.
I'll just have a massive slug of hooch while you all think about that one.
I can only remember
Like
the first
Job.
verse.
And a couple of cheese curls just to wash it down.
Can I just say this quizzing's harder than I initially thought?
Yeah.
All right then, question 8. Everybody loves a Bernard, but of course we know nobody loves a Bernard. But everybody this week loves a Dickie.
Yay!
And my question to you is, the only other Dickie I could think of was Dickie Bird, the cricket umpire. But how old now, today, is Dickie Bird?
Are you
Is
sure
he
are you
A?
sure he's still alive?
He's still, I've done the Googling. Is he A, 69? Is he B, 78? Or is he C, 87? So how old is cricket umpire, legend of the game, Dickie Bird? Is he A, 69, B, 78, or C, 87? Moving on to question 9 then. Television, as is always the way. And I'm sure that many of our Hotpot viewers, the younger ones maybe not, but lots of our Hotpot viewers will remember a quiz show on television called 321. 321. It's a fine thing, wasn't it? Ted Rogers, Dusty Bin. It was a beautiful game show. But do you remember that Dusty Bin had a little friend? It was a little tiny little dog. Dusty Bin had a friend that was a dog. But what was the name of Dusty Bin's dog's little friend? Was it A, trash, B, litter, or C, garbage? What was Dusty Bin's dog's friend's name from the quiz show?
Dog's friend's name.
Dusty Bin's friend's dog. What was the name of the friend
Of the dog. Not
what
the
was
friend
name
of the dog.
The dog. What was the dog's name? So Dusty
Right,
Bin from 321, Ted Rogers, 321, with the most difficult questions in the world. Dusty Bin had a friend that was a dog. What was the dog's name? Was it A, trash, B, litter, or C, garbage? 3, 2, 1. Ted Rogers. 3, 2, 1. Back again. 3, 2, 1. Now, I tried to make that question as difficult as some of the questions on 3, 2, 1 because it was the worst game show I ever wanted. Awful.
It was originally Spanish, so I think it was lots of it was lost in translation.
Oh, it was horrendous. Okay, then. Last question. Question 10. Say again, KB.
Was it on dos tres?
Un, dos.
Or tres?
No, it's tres dos un.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for that casual racism. Okay, we're going to go now into question 10. I hope you've all done really well so far. Question 10, as always, is potluck. This is a true or false question. Very easy one for you. You should all get this one. True or false? Madonna's real name is Madonna. Is that true or is that false?
Yep.
Madonna's real name is Madonna. Is that true or is that false? Okay. Make sure you've got all your answers written down. While we're waiting for everybody to get the scores, why don't you all get yourself a drink, have a little nibble.
It's half time.
It's half-time oranges.
Have gone down quite.
Now would be an opportune moment because it's probably round about 7:30 as we broadcast this to tell people that if all goes well, you, Bernard, you are going to be appearing on Radio Lancashire sometime after 8 o'clock tonight, which is Monday night as this is being broadcast, with our mate Glenn Hunt. And if, assuming no one else has played it in the meantime, he will have the world exclusive of our Christmas single, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, brackets, Ricardo Autobahn remix, close brackets. So that might be something worth listening to.
Yeah, and if time runs on here, if we extend, just close the quiz. You can always rewatch it. Get yourself on the live stream of that and listen to something monumental. It's Christmassy. It's beautiful.
Yeah, sometime after 8 o'clock, Radio Lancashire. Don't ask me how to listen, just Google it. And if you want to hear our Christmas single first and hear him talking about it, then do that after 8 o'clock. Radio Lancashire. Keeping it real.
Right, so
I really enjoyed those nuts.
I don't know how you do it, Dickie, in previous quizzes, but I've got a piece of paper with the questions, like that, when I read that, and I've also got a piece of paper which has got people's names on the top. I had Ron listed, but he's dead to me now, and then I've got these, so I'm going to start marking the scores down.
You only need a thingy at the end because you ask the contestants what their scores are. If you want to do it on a question by question basis, entirely up to you.
Bob's prone to cheating, so I'd like to.
There's the man who Googles answers every week.
I don't Google. I haven't got a chance to Google. Right, okay then. If I was Googling, I would be winning. But no. All right then. Are you ready for some answers?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. Question 1 then. Music. The Doobie Brothers, true or false? The Doobie Brothers in their band contained brothers. Is that true or is that false? Dickie, what do you think?
I think they are falsy brothers. I'm saying definitely not.
Fantastic. Bob, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think there is either. I put false.
All right. And then KB?
Yeah, I've gone false as well.
You're all
No idea.
100% correct. It's false.
Oh, hey.
100%.
You froze for a minute then.
You're all, well,
We're all 100%.
well, it just helps, doesn't it? It helps the
tension.
helps the tension. Congratulations. The Doobie Brothers do not and still do not contain any brothers.
Because we all know.
I really enjoyed that Wiggle Wiggle that they did, that Wiggle Wiggle song.
Don't stop moving, baby. You're moving slightly crazy. Yeah.
That was the Out There Brothers, Kenny.
I know. That's the joke.
All right.
No, that was the Out. No, that was the Out Here Brothers. I said the Out There Brothers. That's the joke on top of the joke.
Oh, the layers.
I'm not sure what this means, but I think he's very meta. All right, question 2 then, films, as is always question 2. And I asked, in what year was the original Ghostbusters set in? Dickie, what do you think?
It's a little confusing because sometimes they set films like a year after that they're supposed to, but then I can't remember, was Ghostbusters 84 or 85, and it was filmed in 84, and it was, anyway, I've just gone 1985.
Okay, cracking answer. Riggsy, what have you got?
Yeah, I tried to keep it simple. The film was released in 1984, so that being said, it's set the year before, because it was filmed the year before, 1983.
Oh.
Okay, nice thinking. KB, what do you reckon?
83? Did that not say 85 then?
He said 83.
It's 83.
He's just got bad penmanship.
Oh, yeah, the left bad. I didn't know. I just kind of thought I'd go with the release year, which I think is 84, so I don't know.
Well, I can tell you that Kenny Body's correct. It was released and set in the year it was filmed and released. It was 1984.
Damn you, Thrasher, damn you.
Congratulations.
I know how you feel when you do that.
Yeah. Well, that's a classic ticker question. All right. Question 3, eggs, sausage, chips and beans. This week, I asked about chips, and I said Americans call chips French fries. But what do the people from Belgium call them? Was it A, chips, B, French fries, or was it C, Belgian fries? Dickie, which way did you go?
Now, this is tricky for me because I was expecting one of the answers to be frites, because I've been to Belgium. You know, and they do like their fries. There are many establishments selling
pommes frites is a great thing.
The fries with various toppings. So I thought they'd be according to your answers. I thought they'd be patriotic and they'd go with Belgian fries.
And remember, all of my answers have come from the first Google search I've done. All right, Bob, what do you reckon?
Well, the second 2 answers I thought were a little bit too complicated. Having been Belgian myself, they are simple and direct. I just put chips.
It's a great answer. Rick, Kenny, what do you reckon?
I don't know whether I've got my logic backwards here, but we don't call chips English chips, so I don't think Belgians call whatever Belgian. So I've ruled C out, and I've figured that they speak French, don't they? So I've gone French fries.
Gentlemen, a very basic Google search will tell you that they call them C, Belgian fries.
I don't think they do, but I'll take that point.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They do. You do a Google search and I'll tell you.
We can't do a Google search because that's cheating.
Well, at post-quiz you can do a search, can't you?
Yeah, but you're saying, if you just did a simple... Yeah, but that
anyway,
would defeat the object.
Quizmasters answers.
Indeed, I typed into Google what do Belgian people call French fries, and it came up Belgian fries. So that's the answer.
Yeah, I would never have got that.
I mean, Barry, who lives in Liège, might call them chips. That's not the point. Google is the god. Okay, question 5. Crisps. And I asked what percentage...
No, can I just say it's question 4?
Is it question... Oh, I'm jumping ahead.
It's easily done, isn't it? Easily done.
Yeah,
bitter lager, cider, ale and stout. And this week I was asking about cider and saying, in what year in Britain is the first recorded source of income from cider presses noted in the Royal Charter? So when did people start saying, I'm making money from getting people off the biff on apples? Was it A, 1230, B, 1330, or C, 1430? Dickie?
Complete and a guess, I said during dinner time, 12:30.
Lovely stuff. Bob, what do you think?
I didn't have a clue. I just went straight down the middle, 13:30.
Yeah, nice work. KB?
I didn't want to go straight down the middle, so I didn't know whether to go high or low. I went high. So another split question there, 3 different answers.
Ooh.
Gentlemen, the answer is A, 12:30.
It's going well. It's going well.
Yeah. Or in the early days, they were on the fizzle. Right. Question 5 then now, as I am proceeding to, is a question about crisps. And I said, what percentage of your recommended daily salt intake do a 32.5 gram of Walker's cheese and onion contain? I know this is another A, B and C question, but I thought you might get this one. So it's cheese and onion, normal bag. What percentage of your salt intake is in there? Is it A, 3%, B, 7%, or C, 12%? Dick Shots, what do you reckon?
Well, I thought I'd apply a little bit of Kenny logic, because I remember the last time that we asked this question about the ready salted, they said it was 8%. And if you think about cheese and onion crisp, there's, obviously they're cheesy, they're oniony, but they're still quite salty. I think it's the salt that does provide a lot of the flavour. So I've just knocked it down a little bit and gone for B, 7%.
Okay, some logic in your thinking there. Riggsy, what are you saying, Blad?
I just thought that crisps are quite high in salt anyway, no matter what flavour they are. I went highest, 12%.
Wow, that's bold. KB?
Yeah, same reason as Dickie. Remember the previous question that we had that I got wrong because I did my math wrong and said 10% when really it was 8%, and figured with it being cheese and onion there's probably a little less salt, so I went 7%.
Well, gentlemen and ladies of the Hot Potting Quiz, I'm here to shock you by saying the answer is B, 7%. Congratulations.
Logic wins out yet again.
To a couple of kids there. All right then, now it starts to get a little bit fruity. Kids of the Lancashire Hotpots Quiz, I asked you, question 6, what is Bernard Thrasher's middle name? Dickie Ticker, what do you think it is?
Well, this is quite puzzling because in the many years that I've known you as Bernard Thrasher, and I can't ever remember your name, so I've just put nothing because I don't think Bernard has a middle name.
All right, that's fantastic. Great answer. Bob, what do you think?
The only other name that I know that you have is the Otter, so I just put Otter.
Okay, and KB?
I'm going to be really annoyed if you say the right answer is that you don't have one, because that's just rubbish. So I've gone Thomas.
Well, Dickie, you were right to go with a blank piece of paper. Bernard Thrasher doesn't have a middle name.
That's a rubbish question.
Yeah, that's a bit Mickey Deal, that.
No, it ain't a Mickey deal. What do you mean it's a Mickey deal?
It's not like the Madonna one where is a real name Madonna or not.
You did accidentally give away a little bit of a clue to that effect. So if the keen Hot Potters at home were listening, then they could have got a bit of an idea. Anyway, as I got it right, I think it was a great question, Bernard.
It was a great question, wasn't it? And might I say, you're having a great quiz, Dickie.
I know. I'm not so confident about this one, so I think somebody might be able to get better marks than me on this one, but we'll see. All
right, then. Question 7 is we love the North, and of course we do love the North, and the Hotpots have got a little bit of a tie to Preston, and indeed Preston North End. But what is the nickname of Preston North End Football Club? Dickie Ticker, what do you reckon?
Well, I apologise to any P&E fans who are going to be shouting at the screen for my and possibly the rest of the Hot Potters answers, because I'm not entirely sure about this. I just put North Enders.
Fantastic and lovely bold font you've gone for there. Wriggles, what do you reckon, son?
Well, having got a little bit of soccer ball knowledge, I know that Preston North End play in Deepdale, is that right?
They play at Deepdale, yes.
So I put the Dalers. But I don't
the Dalers? No, that's all right.
Deepdale Ducks.
That's all right. KB, what are you thinking?
Yeah, there's the Deepdale Duck, because he kept trying to put me off while we were playing at half time. He kept trying to stop me from hitting the snare, which was fun. But the clue's not in the name of something, but in the colour of the kit. The lily white.
Thank you for your answers, chaps. And of course, Dickie's reaction there says everything. The correct answer is the lily whites. Well done, KB.
Bernard, I don't think you pronounced that correctly. Would you like to put the extra emphasis on the W?
Lily whites.
Better.
Thank you. Right. All right then. Question 8. Everybody loves a Bernard, but as of course we know by now, nobody loves a Bernard. Everybody loves a Dickie. And this question was about the cricket umpire, Dickie Bird. Another multiple choice. How old is cricket umpire Dickie Bird? Is he A, 69, B, 78, or C, 87? Dickie Ticker, what do you think?
It's a complete and utter guess, but you've got to guess. You've got to go for something. I've said 87.
Thank you for that. Another bold font. Wriggles, which way are you rolling?
I actually saw England win the Ashes versus Australia in 1985 at Old Trafford, and Dickie Harold Bird was umpiring then. I sound like a cricket expert. I'm not.
I'll let you on Google.
You called it critic, so maybe not.
He was old enough back then, so I've gone for the highest. He must be about 87 by now.
All right, thank you for that. And KB, what are you saying?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I'm with Bob. He's got to be the oldest one. It's got to be 87. It's got to be.
Gentlemen, it's a full house. You've all got it right. He's 87 years old.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, it's... Can I just say, getting to the end of the quiz, it gets very competitive, doesn't it? You think, oh, have I done well? Have I done well enough to win?
Yeah, you're doing all right. All right, question 9 then, television, as is our doing. And I said that we all love the television programme 321, Ted Rogers and Dusty Bin. And Dusty Bin had a friend who was a dog. But what was the name of that dog? Was it A, Trash, B, Litter, or C, Garbage? Dickie, how good's your knowledge on old quiz games?
I used to watch 321 back in the day. It was always on in the Ticker household, Ma and Pa Ticker. And to be honest, I can't actually remember a dog in any way, shape or form. Maybe it was during the later years, by which time most of the audience had...
Yeah, and maybe I've made the answer up. We don't know, do we?
Yes,
Carry on.
We don't know. But I applied Kenny logic here, and I just thought trash, garbage, they seemed very Americanised. Perhaps the only anglicised one was B, litter.
Lovely thinking. Fantastic. Wriggles.
They're all ridiculous names for dogs.
Bob, do you have a dog?
Yes.
And what's your dog's name?
Peggy.
Not ridiculous. Fantastic.
I didn't name the dog. I didn't buy the dog.
No. Do you like the dog?
Anyway, here's my answer. I put trash.
Fantastic. Lovely. KB. Over to you.
No idea. Always rubbish with names, especially rubbish names. Excuse the accidental pun. I just went for the one that is the name of one of the bands I like, who I'm super excited to be seeing support Blondie next year, and that is Shirley Manson's Garbage.
Well, gentlemen, I can tell you from my Google research, the answer was C, Garbage.
Say what?
Congratulations there. So, a British TV show calling a bin's dog friend Garbage.
And really, when you think about it, litter is the name for a load of dog puppies.
Yeah,
I demand
the least offensive as well.
I demand a Stuart's inquiry.
Yeah. So did I do well with the other answers there?
Very much so, yes.
Thank you. And I went trash for the the Americans. All right. Okay then. Question 10 then, the last question, which is potluck. It's a true or false, as is always the way. And I asked that Madonna's real name is Madonna. Is that true? Or is that false? Madonna's real name is Madonna. Dickie Ticker, what are you saying?
Easy, true.
Okay.
I
Riggsy.
like what you've done there.
Yeah, same. True.
Yeah. And KB.
Yep, just like Anybody is my real name. True.
You all seem very confident, and that's unfortunate. No, that's fortunate because you got the answer right. You all got it right. Her real name is Madonna Louise Chico, and she was born in 1958. So congratulations to each and every one of you. If you'd all like to have a look at your answers now and count them up.
I really hope we need a tiebreaker. That would be amazing.
And you at home, if you'd like to scribble your answers down and find out how many you've got. And then we'll go around and see who has been victorious in the quiz tonight. Before we get to the answers, let's have another big slug of hooch.
Cheers, everyone.
Oh, my glass is broken.
Oh, you better sort that out. We're going to put it up again.
I can confirm that hooch is horrific. It's awful. All right. Let's get to the answers. Dickie Ticker, can you reveal how many out of 10 you scored this evening? How many did you score?
Well, obviously it's the first time quizzer here. I thought I could have done a bit better. There was a few questions that threw me, but I thought I didn't do so badly. I've got 7 on 10.
7 on 10, a solid score. Fantastic. Riggsy, you seem disappointed with my questions, and you were quite angry in the middle there. But can you tell me, how many did you score tonight?
Not had a good week this week. I'm looking forward to Dickie returning and being the quizmaster next week. 3 on 10.
3 on 10. Hang your head in shame. Lower. Lower. Hang the head. Lower. Fantastic. All right, KB, it's up to you then. Can you match Ticker's excellence? How many did you score, KB, this week on quiz number whatever it is?
Oh, you should have got a tiebreaker ready because
No.
7 on 10. Right then, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a live tiebreaker. I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, brilliant.
You don't get this on 3, 2, 1.
All right, okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, dearie me.
All right then. How long?
Oh, he's a dino rod.
How long? All right. How long? Are you there? Are you both there? So Dickie,
Yeah.
KB, in kilometres to the nearest one, how long is the Great Wall of China?
Oh, that's no good.
How long is the Great Wall of China? If you can imagine, it can be seen from space. It's proper massive. Think about how many kilometres are in a mile. How much does it span? How long is the Great Wall of China? Wriggles, for Bants, what would you say?
Ooh, it's pretty long.
I mean, it's massive, isn't it? It's massive.
Absolute. I would say at least 10 kilometres.
10. So I'll put you down as
At least 10.
I mean, the thing is that Dickie run that this morning, so
Oh, yeah.
it's not that big, is it? So, you need to
I've run that
probably
this
think.
too.
Yeah, and you've run it this week. So
I'm
it's not
having a
that-
joke. I'm having a bant with you.
Top Bants. Right, Dickie Ticker then, tiebreaker.
Yes.
This is your first time being involved in the quiz as a competitor. It all comes down to this.
having that tension drone in, it's very nerve-wracking.
To the nearest kilometre, how long is the Great Wall of China?
I'm not very good with distances. I've gone 2,500.
Thank you for that. Kenny, how long in kilometres to the nearest bit is the Great Wall of China?
See, I've gone bigger than Bob, but I've not gone as big as Dickie, and I think I might have made a mistake in not going as big as Dickie, but I've only gone 500.
500 kilometres.
Just the first number that came in my head.
Well, I can tell you, Hotpots and Hotpotters at home, that the Great Wall of China is 21,196 kilometres long. Dickie is the winner of the quiz.
Thank you. That is quite long, isn't it?
It's quite
It
long.
is. It's very, very long and very, very thin.
Very, very thin.
21,196 kilometres long.
That's an impressive wall.
Wow. Wow. I don't know any bricklayers, but I imagine they were employed for life.
I'll tell you what as well.
Not doing all that.
Some of the Great Wall of China isn't, you see on the pictures where it's like, it's very kind of solid and together. My cousin walked the Great Wall of China for a cancer charity many years ago, and some of it's absolutely demolished.
So are you saying that some of the Great Wall of China was made by like apprentices? They weren't up to the job?
Very, 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 very old, isn't it?
Oh, it's old. Right, okay.
Great question.
So what do you think? Am I welcome back as Quizmaster one day, or is that me done?
I think as a guest Quizmaster, you did very well. So you did very well.
Apart from that question, where there was no answer for it really.
Yeah,
My middle name.
Your name, yeah.
That was.
But you haven't got a middle name. Why didn't you just write no middle name? He hasn't got one. That was the right answer. You should know that. How long have we been partners? You should know that.
Yeah, I'm going to have a middle name. I'm going to make one up.
No.
Anyway, I'm not too sure. I don't think the results from this week's quiz are canonical. So that means that technically this is almost like an extra bonus week, and next week we'll be sort of, in the grand scheme of things, we'll be back to being week 36.
Yeah, it doesn't need to add to leaderboard, but
yeah,
we've had fun. We've had
we have had, yes.
A strange night out, and I've enjoyed being Quizmaster, and I'll enjoy to getting beat next week.
So if you, thanks very much for tuning in tonight. If you want to hear our Christmas single and Bernard talk about it, do you know what you're going to talk about yet?
Hooch!
Right, yes, fantastic. Listening to Radio Lancashire, hopefully after 8 o'clock. And thanks very much again for tuning in and for playing along. And we will see you all next week. Ta-da!
Bye!